creator space. This is our 130 plus year old building. It used to be an indoor parking lot before we purchased it, and even before that it was a large furniture store that really provided a lot of the furnishings for the St. Paul community. But here we go. I'm going to take you on a little tour, talk a little bit about creator space, but most importantly I just want you to get a feel for all of the energy and the action happening in the building to get this place ready to open the end of April. Here we go. So what you see here is the beginning stages of the renovation. Actually, I shouldn't say beginning. We are about halfway through the renovation. When we bought this place, all the walls had drywall. There was no walls up that you'll start to see coming up right now. And all of this beautiful brick was covered under drywall. So I'm just going to walk you through and introduce you to some of the team that's transforming this place. This space right here that I'm standing in will be our future coffee house, where we will have all kinds of great coffee brews and fun pastries, salads, sandwiches, things like that. Here's, believe it or not, we'll be ready here in the next 7 to 8 weeks. All right, this space in here, we'll be walking back into our future photography studio, and over here will be a future classroom for all kinds of painting and drawing classes. This space here will actually be a demonstration kitchen where we will have all kinds of classes on creating food and health and wellness type of classes. All right, so this space here is going to be a future gallery and retail space. One thing to take a note of, underneath the white facade that maybe you saw on the outside of the building, covered up all of these beautiful windows. And so each of these little squares you see, we will be bringing back the ribbed glass that was in the building originally. And we will also be putting all new glass in the windows. This was a really fun project. We've had to put in all new ductwork, all new mechanical, all new electrical to bring this building to a place that's warm and comfortable for people to come in and take classes and create. The walls and the ceilings were all white, and we've now taken and painted them this really nice kind of gray color. This space in here will be our large commons area, where we'll have large couches and chairs, a place for people to come grab a cup of coffee and just sit down and work. You don't need to be a member. You can just come and hang out with a friend, read a book, all that. As we go into this space, this is going to be our future movement rooms. So as you can hear, they're busy working, prepping the ceilings to have all the ceilings painted. This space in here will actually be a large entrepreneur's space. We'll have big tables, whiteboards, printers that can be used. Up in the top here will be a mezzanine area where we have 4 conference rooms that can be used by members to check out in case you need a quiet space to meet with your team or a client. This area over here will be another entrance into creator space, and we'll also have a retail space and a gallery to showcase all of our members' artwork. We're also making sure that this entire space has great track lighting, and great wall space for all of our members, if they're interested, to actually have a space to put their art and showcase all their beautiful creations. Let's do a quick interview here with John Loy. Come here, John. This fella right here is actually going to help bring this place to life. He also happens to be my father. He has owned his own business for 40 plus years, and now he decided to go on a new adventure with his oldest daughter to bring this place to life. The other great thing about John here is he's been part of this from the beginning. So he is here on site every day, just making sure that things are coming together, and then obviously assisting all of the wonderful subcontractors here that are helping bring this place to life. Any words you want to share?
Not a bit. Just dedicated to cause.
All right, here we have actually one of our electricians who is helping bring this place to life. He's doing a little bit of work here to make sure we've got holes being drilled into the lower level to bring electricity down to the lower level, which we'll be seeing here. One other thing I want to show is that all of this really interesting limestone block and brick was all underneath drywall in this space. So this is another thing that we discovered as you start to take down the walls and see what's underneath. Now we're going to head into the lower level. This won't be our access points in the future. We'll actually be taking the stairway out. But now you get to really go into the lower level and see all the interesting architectural design that was done in the day. We're actually going to give you a little sneak peek at the rawness that we found in this space. First of all, this is one of the areas that Scott, our carpenter, is helping to make sure it's structurally sound. This was actually a separate building, and we drilled a hole in this building. It's about 6 feet thick, and it took about a week and a half to actually get through and make this hole. Right here is actually, you can kind of see all the beautiful, really ancient block that was used back in the day to build these buildings. We actually took the floor and brought it down about 6-8 inches to give a little bit more head clearance. And so we'll be pouring concrete in here, and this will actually be home to 5 private studios that will be leasing out to the community. Let's go check out the pottery, the future collaborative pottery studio. Here will actually be a collaborative pottery studio. It's a little dark right now, but here again you can see really the unique architectural design of this limestone block that the building was built from. Space in here, you get to see the beautiful green paint before we get rid of it here in the next couple of weeks. But this was actually a paint that was used to help fireproof the rooms. This space, though, will actually be a pottery classroom, and we hope to have 2 to 3 pottery classes going on every day, depending on the interest of the community. This space here will actually have 3 more private studios for lease. And the white, we're hoping, can be chipped away to bring back the natural limestone color. space here is probably one of my most favorite spaces. This room right here is going to be a room that fits about 40 people. It's going to be a classroom that we use for a whole host of different things. Everything from maybe creative writing classes to potentially even movie night, where maybe we do some documentary shows. It'll seat and sit about 40 plus people. But what I love the most about this room is you actually get to see some of the really unique elements that were built into these buildings. So we are in the lower level, which is actually below ground. But when the building was first built, these archways and these doorways actually went out to the sidewalks. And the sidewalks were actually used to house a lot of the mechanical equipment that they use to heat these spaces. You can tell just by the architecture and the look of the wood, this has been here for a very, very long time. So this space in here is actually going to be one of my favorite spaces in all of Creator Space, which is called the Sanctuary. It's a place where people can come and just have some peace and quiet, a space to meditate, kind of your thinking room. So as you can see here, it has all of those interesting architectural elements of the big limestone block, some of these old pillars, and the really interesting ways of these metal saddles that really supported all of this structure. We've started to do some of the renovation on the walls in this space. So we had these wonderful masons come in and actually put in some new stucco walls. So this space right here will be a classroom focused on meditation, restorative yoga, and other kind of classes to help you just clear your mind. So hopefully we've given you just a little quick tour, a little sneak peek into where we're at in the whole transformation of Creator Space. Like Kevin, my husband, says, I cannot believe that this is going to be done in the next 7 to 8 weeks. We're super excited. We've got the right team in place to come in and transform the space. And I'm confident that it'll be ready in time for the art crawl here the 27th, 28th, and 29th of April. Thank you.